about some intangibles, maybe, Brian? Is there any kind of intangible benefit that you're getting from this?
We are on the back end. We've picked up a few of our team members through these things, like they people who've had some type of disability. We've brought them in here. We've tried to work with them as well. We had a few employees that they could only work X amount of hours, and we just put them on, not like a Walmart greeter, but we actually give them things to do like cleaning, something very, something that is repetitive, but they understand and they can do it well.
Right, right.
So we've gained from it. So that's it's always a win-win.
hmm That's great. And now, Jamie, how about yourself as far as the tangible impact of reaching out to your community and maybe some of the intangibles that are kind of trickling back to your business? Can you share that, please?
Yes, of course. So we have the people coming back saying, we have a lot of customers that start the process of Medicaid and they don't know how to navigate the whole process because it can be complicated and they go out without having insurance, not having insurance, or not finishing the process of food stamping. That's something that Fabric Health help them navigate. They will sit there on the computer, even if they have to come 2 and 3 times while they do their laundry. They help them finish that process. And we have had quite a few people, including one of my employees, which I didn't know, that was having the issue where she got denied and she could not understand why. And she will call and she didn't understand why. But Fabric Health took it upon themselves and really worked with her and the state to figure out what it was, and they actually got insurance. So we have quite a few people that got insurance and finished the paperwork through Fabric Health.
Wow. Great. 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 Hey, Dan, how about you? As far as the tangibles and intangibles, you're talking to hundreds of laundry owners all the time. Do you have anything to weigh in on this as far as what type of benefits that a Laundry Cares free laundry day perhaps would
Sure,
impact a store owner?
sure we did. It was since we did last year close to 80 events around the country. I've got some pretty good anecdotal information. Is typically the owners see anywhere from a 5 to 15% bump in their business. And if I would have known this when I had my stores, I would have been running one of these events, similar like Jamie, with offering some healthcare opportunity or something quarterly, and brought new customers in all the time. As an example of an impact, is we did a project a couple of years ago down in Gainesville, Florida, and one of the owners we worked with was, and I'm going to share his name, Dan Prinz, so maybe somebody knows him, owns 8 laundries in Gainesville, was very skeptical of me and the ideas we were talking to, and kind of looked at me like I had 3 eyes, honestly. And we talked him in. We did the first event with them, and he said, "I can't believe my eyes are opened." Laundry Cares was going to reimburse him for his expenses, and he sent me a text and said, "With all the smiles and thank yous I got yesterday, I don't want any money back, and I want you to help me do this every quarter." And so now he's a true believer. And when you get an old salty dog that's been in it 31 years to really pick up your sales, and makes you really feel good. I think some of the other things we do is when you see a family or a child take a book, really enjoy it, and then get to take it home, which is what we encourage with the Read Play Learn centers, is you really can see a difference in their attitude. But it's that smile that every time we do an event, we're doing one next week in Detroit, if anybody would like to come volunteer. It's just amazing. And as I introduce or talk about our program every event at the volunteer meeting, as I say, some way, somehow, you will be touched today in a different way than you have ever expected. And I think just to hear everybody here talk about what they're doing in their stores and their communities, you all have felt that, and that just encourages you to do more. And as Brad was saying, is a lot of employees want to work for somebody that has a philanthropy component in their business. And that's what your manager told you, Brad, is exactly what we hear all the time, is like, this is so great that whether it was Dan or Marissa or hundreds of the people that I've worked with, all say, hey, they got a great staff, but it's because the great manager or owner that promotes it.